Hey there everybody, Kelsey here with ToyNotes.com and welcome back. We're playing with more RC toys. In fact, these are REVs, Robotic Enhanced Vehicles. So make sure you hit that subscribe button now because you're not going to want to miss this new toy from WowWee. So today we're sitting with the car versus drone toy from WowWee. And if you haven't guessed already, like I said, this is robotics toys. These are the hottest things on the market right now and they're gaining popularity every day. Most of them, like the WowWee toy here, are rated for kids about 8 and older. And they usually are operated with or assisted to an app on an Android or Apple device via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, however that works. So this one looks like it is going to be a Bluetooth capable device. It's got one car and one drone, and it says it's elevate your battlefield. So I'm kind of wondering what all it's entailed with this aside from it being an RC toy. So let's go ahead and get it unboxed and we'll see what it actually can do. So that took just a little bit of extra time to unbox. I strongly recommend having a good pair of scissors because the drone is probably the hardest part. There are several little teeny tiny zip ties that are kind of hard to cut through, but once you clip them, everything just kind of lifts out of the package. We have the drone toy here, and in its box were several bumper pads which look like they can be, flown without or with to protect it. And your RC toy. Now, I am seeing on the package instructions that there's supposed to be a rechargeable battery and the USB charging cable. So, why am I not seeing those? There's nothing left in that box. I don't see anything left in this box. Oh, that one's empty too. Well, I'm going to have to go on sort of a manhunt for my charger and the battery because I don't think this is going to work very well unless we have those. I think this is just a cardboard filler. Yeah, it's just a cardboard filler in the bottom of that box. So I'm going to go look for those and review the instructions, play with this a little bit, and then I'm going to bring you guys in closer so you can actually see it, pending that I can find all the accessory pieces. Found it. It's in one of the little cardboard inserts with the drone. It's very, very hard to find. So see this teeny tiny little box here? That's kind of tucked in on the side where it looks like it's just a support. But then when you look closer, you see tape pieces closing it up and it's a little heavier. So that's where your rechargeable battery and the USB cable and then a few screws for the bumper pads on the drone are. So now I'm going to put it together, charge it up, and we'll be back for playtime. So just taking a quick closer look at the WowWee R.E.V car versus drone. I just wanted to show you guys a few of the pieces up close. Now, of course, these are your guards for the drone that I showed you guys when we unboxed it. And then there are screws that are separate so you can put it on the drone. Knowing though that these, although feeling light to you, will be pretty heavy for the drone to carry around, so it may lessen your playtime when a full charge only gives you 10 to 15 minutes already. So you have the detachable rechargeable battery. There's a USB charger that comes with this and then it slides over this piece here and charges the battery up. That goes to the drone. And the R.E.V card took, I think 4 AA's, 3 or 4 AA's, I can't remember what I put in here. And then the on and off switch is right there. So I'm not going to demonstrate these for you guys other than just turning them on and showing you the application because I have found they actually don't really respond very well to the app. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm going to show you guys real quick. I don't know if you can see how scuffed up my propellers are. That's just from like 1 or 2 flights. And I know I've told you guys I'm terrible at flying RC toys and drones. And while that's true, this one actually only happened because I had it lift off trying to play battle mode with the car. And it went nuts, and it probably flew up a straight 15 feet and hit the ceiling, and then it fell a full 15 feet because the minute it hits something, it's got a safety to turn the propellers off. Well, that's good and bad, so I can't demonstrate this one very well for you guys just because it doesn't respond very well. But I'll show you guys some of the features anyway. This is the little port where the detachable battery goes in. You just slide it in and you watch it turn on. And then turning this on, let's see that light as well. So they're both on. Now you'll need an Android or an Apple device with the R.E.V application on it. So I'm going to open up my application and show you guys. So that's the R.E.V app. It says touch to start, so we're going to touch. And turn the Bluetooth on. All right, so tapping so it says to tap the R.E.V device with the phone so that it can detect. And I have found in most cases it will pick the one it's closer to. But even yesterday when I was trying to play with it, I found that it would pick the car and then switch to the drone and back and forth. So I couldn't get like one thing to stay connected to my phone long enough to play with it. You have acceleration, deceleration, and your steering here. And the car is actually pretty responsive. It's pretty good. But there's supposed to be an option in this game to play battle, right? So that's why you have 2. The drone's supposed to fly and shoot at you in the car, and you're supposed to shoot at it, or you can play the drone and vice versa. However, every time I would go into it here in the menu, let's see here. So you've got campaign, you've got arena where you can battle with friends, and more games there. Every time I would go into it, see if it'll load now. Anyway, every time yesterday it would ask me to reconnect one of the devices, and it would almost always pick the drone, even though this game in particular requires the car. So I, in my experience, didn't have very good luck with controlling this application and using the toys with it. I was really kind of unimpressed. You can see how slow the app is to load certain things. I don't know. See, we'll tap that and see what it does. Okay, so it says tap device. Yep, see, it's doing exactly the same thing. So even though I have not moved my phone, and when I first entered the application, it picked the car, it's now picking the drone, and then it'll pop up some kind of screen that says it's locked here. This clan can only be played with the R.E.V car. Connect to R.E.V car to unlock this clan. And then I would say, okay, proceed, and then it doesn't take you back to any kind of screen to connect to the car. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys. I have struggled with this toy to get it to work properly, and I think anytime that I'm reviewing a toy and having a hard time getting it to work, that's really frustrating because I want to be able to show it to you guys, but I also think about what it's like for you guys at home. You know, say this is a gift for your kid, or this is the drone and car set you wanted and mom and dad got it for you. You might actually spend more time fighting with this kind of sluggish app and not being able to play with these awesome looking toys. So guys, just some final thoughts I have with WowWee's R.E.V car versus drone. Now, as you saw in the closer look, my propellers are already pretty banged up on my drone because you really don't have very good control of it. The app has a lot of bugs. Half the time when you were trying to scan the car, it would scan the drone even if it was across the room. I just didn't really like this toy as much as I thought I would. In theory, it's a pretty good idea, but in practice, it just doesn't work very well. So I probably will pass on this one. There's a lot of toy drones and games that I have actually had a chance to play with that kind of blew this one out of the water. Actually, you guys should check out those videos because I did one from WowWee. I did the Lumi, which was pretty cool. I did one from Air Hogs that was awesome, and it was Star Wars themed, so you got to check that one out. That was super fun. But until next time, guys, you're going to have to make sure that you're here for Toy Notes videos, so you have to do 3 things. Subscribe to my channel, give me a big thumbs up, and make sure you check us out at toynotes.com where you'll actually find a lot of those other review videos of the other drones that I've had a chance to play with. So if you're in the market for a drone right now, that's a good reference point so you can see the good, bad, and the ugly. Alright guys, until next time, I'll see you soon.